Hey folks, welcome to Rishabh here, and yes, I am in this weird place with the all-new Mahindra's Marazzo at last after these many spy shots, and I don't know how many of the on-road going spy shots, and even at the dealership photographs we have the all-new Marazzo right in front of us. So of course it might look like some Innova or an Ertiga or something like that, but believe me or not, the first time I saw this car I quite liked it because of course of the shape. It has like, if you could look at it from the side, the rear part of the car actually looks like a Ertiga, but of course like it's a Mahindra's car. It has quite a different visuals. So let's start from the first thing first, that is of course the exteriors. But I would like to say one thing, that all the chrome around here and all the chrome on the side view mirror and on the door handles and even on the boot, that is the accessory package that has been provided from Mahindra itself. So let's start from the front. Of course we can see the very known 7 slat or the 6 slat grille from Mahindra, which is also seen in quite a lot of cars. Then we'll see these amazing projector headlamps. That's projector headlamps, and again cornering lights and a DRL up front. That's the chrome package that you will get from Mahindra. Then fog lamps, a small grille with this chrome slit and plastic cladding up front. The front protection plate, or you can say the skid plate, front skid plate, basically it said that. So that's about the front, and if you want more videos like this, please do check out my channel. And again, let's now talk about the wheels that they have to offer. In this car we get 17-inch alloy wheels. You can say these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 spoke alloy wheels. Looks quite good. We are not that like हमको इतने अच्छे Mahindra में we haven't seen something like that. Again, Bridgestone tires, 17-inch tires. So one more thing, fun fact about this car is like you will get disc brakes around all the 4 wheels in all the models. So it's nothing like in front you get disc brakes and in the rear you get drum brakes. So that's about the wheels. Inside, of course, the side view mirrors are electric. So you will see them open. Okay, after the keys are inside, we'll see that. And one more thing. Okay, that is the tier. Looks quite amazing, right? Again, just after the press of a button, you can see that. So these are foldable, electrically foldable. That's a small light, and just the usual thing around the car. Of course, you can think about the shoulder line that goes from the A pillar to the D pillar, if I'm not wrong, the last pillar. So it gives a floating roof design, and again 17-inch wheels in the rear. The tail light looks quite different. Again, this is the chrome package that you will get from Mahindra's dealerships. So the tail lights design is quite different. In the center view, of course we get indicator lights and everything else. A chrome bar in between, and of course Mahindra and Marazzo written it with a twist. Like that's a red badging. This is the top end variant M8. Now let's talk about the boot, which is 190 liters when all the seats are not folded. Basically you will get an option of 7 or 8 seats. So these are basically 7 seats, and the view from the rear is quite tremendous. So you can see that obviously those are pilot seats instead of that, pilot or captain, I don't know. So instead of that you can get a flat seat, which is basically more useful for people who want to convert this car into a taxi of some sort. But yeah, 190 liters of boot space, not that bad, but I think this would be enough, like comparatively to an Alto or something like that. It's just like that. And again, when we unfold these, and we can basically use this hook to fold them, not unfold, fold them basically. Then of course you'll increase the boot. So that's around the car. Now let's get inside and have a look at how the things are inside the all-new Marazzo. So now let's get inside the car, and obviously before getting in, we'll see the first thing, that is the Marazzo illumination plate. That is not stock, of course, this is from the package. And we also get the mats, saying Marazzo. It's quite amazing, man, like I have to say that. Again, a couple of controls, that is the usual thing. Now just like any other car, this time we don't get any push button start, so just the normal deal with the illumination, ignition slot. So that is quite amazing. You can see it right there. TFT screen which says low fuel, and Yes, so this is the interiors of the car, and now have a look how, what Mahindra has to offer to us. So let's start from the first thing first. Of course, this is the top end model. The top end variant will get cruise control. That's right here. We'll get everything, steering wheel mount controls, which is a great thing because these days we are actually used to the mount controls, which basically helps us out in a lot of things. The TFT screen can be controlled from here. Of course, you can see, this is basically controlling that, and this is a very good step taken from Mahindra. So I think let's just move on from the TFT screen because I'm quite in love with it. Now talking about the center screen, it's 18 centimeters of screen, again with Android Auto, not Apple CarPlay. Unfortunately, that's missing. So again, the same media, Mahindra Navigator from Mahindra, which is quite a good thing. And these are touch sensitive buttons, so you could basically, like fiddle around or something like that with these buttons. And the rest of the interiors looks quite upmarket as well because it's gloss plastic, and if you see very clearly, you will be able to see the design right here, which looks quite amazing. And that is something new because like you won't get bored after seeing the same piano black finish every now and then. So that's about the front dashboard. Again, a couple of that this is white, this is not actually chrome or something like that. Cool glove box, quite a good glove box, and auto air conditioning system. That is the normal deal, like in every car, like almost every car we get that. These are the passenger airbags, controls, hazard lights, and the best thing which I like about this car is actually the handbrake. This is the handbrake, and you won't believe it, like, oh my god, like that's something which we usually don't see. Now talking about the seats, these are leather, and not just some kind of a leather. This is quite a good quality leather. Hand rest for both the passenger and the driver. So this is basically packed. So both the front passenger and the driver, and a couple of cup holders right here with a place to shut it down. Cup holders there. Then two USB ports and one aux, and that is one 12-volt socket. So I think this is quite a practical car because we get a lot of cubby spaces, because of course there is a glove box, there is door bins, then there is the cup holders, and I mean quite a lot of things. Okay, I think we are done for the front. Of course, there is this place to keep your change or something like that in the front. Now let's talk about the best thing about this car, which I liked, is the conversation mirror. That's what Mahindra says. So basically, this is a mirror where you will be able to talk with people inside the car. And this is the place where you keep your sunglasses. So just a small little neat detail. So yeah, the driving, like the cluster right in front of my eyes is quite good. Like I actually genuinely liked it. There are a couple of things which are different in this car, just like the handbrake and this piano black dash. Then of course the positioning of the gear lever, because Mahindra is quite lean towards keeping the gear lever in this sort of a position, because of course it helps you out, and it is a bit different. As you can see, it's a 6-speed gearbox. So this is about the feature list, and of course also the interiors. And if you thought the passengers in the rear are left out, guess what? They are not, because they get AC vents, and not just any AC vent. These are like surround cool. You can see them even till that rear part, and they are called basically surround cool or something like that. But that is quite amazing, and you also get blower controls, and that is blower control, that is for turning it on and off. So that is the thing which I liked about the car. And even if you talk about the passengers who are sitting in the last seat, they'll get that cool air because of all the surrounding air from that surround air vents. And that's an auto rickshaw, please ignore that. So that is the curtains which we also get in this all new MPV. And I think that's it about the features and the comfort zone which we are talking about. Now let's come to the safety aspect of this car. Of course, because of the norms, we do get airbags, dual airbags, ABS with EBD in this car as standard. And now let's talk about the most necessary thing which I think is about this car, that is the engine option. So in this car we get only one engine, that is the 1.5 liter diesel producing 121 bhps and 300 Nm of torque. So I think according to a car of this size, and it's 4.5 meters long, and it's quite big as well, like 1800 mm plus, it's the height of this car. So I think in that terms the engine is sufficient, and I just drove it for a couple of kilometers just to take here to the location. So I think the engine might help out the car to drive well around the town, and it would basically also be quite good in terms of the gearbox, because of course it's a 6-speed gearbox. So yes, from me, I think it's a good car because of the way it looks, because of the features that's given in this car. Of course, this is the top end model. It would cost you somewhere around 15 and a half lakhs. But of course, we are getting the Marazzo from a price of 9.99 to 12.99 lakhs ek showroom pan India. So that's 10 to 13 lakhs. But again, on road prices milake and taxes milake, of course it might get you a deal of 11 to 15 lakhs, I suppose. So yeah, that's it for the video, guys. If you want to see a proper video with all the specifications and all the good deeds and all the good goodies in this car, do hit that thought in the comment section below. And as always, this is Rishabh signing off. Thanks for watching this video. Yes, drive safe and have a good day.